To the next fight. The fortress of Malmesbury has fallen to the Angles. So we took the castle we were sieging. Odo de that was our general was killed. Guillaume de Gouy was lightly wounded but has returned to command. That's good. Yeah, we lost it. That's the other leader we lost. We lost two leaders in that battle. But we did take Malmesbury. Our prestige is now glorious. We have a fortress gains. We've won 3 stages of this 10-stage campaign. Whew, what a battle. All right. So here we are at last. It says 1157 at last. Later in 1153, King Stephen and Henry agreed to the Treaty of Winchester, whereby Stephen recognized Henry as his adopted son and successor in return for Henry doing homage to him. Thus ended 18 years of civil war. Stephen died the following year of a stomach disorder, quote unquote, and Henry was crowned king at Westminster Abbey in December 1154. Henry and Louis agreed to a peace treaty whereby Henry bought back the lands that Louis had taken during the war. It's now 1157, and Henry has invaded Gwynedd in North Wales in an attempt to force the King of Gwynedd, Owain ap Gruffydd, to swear fealty. Battle is imminent, but the Welsh mountains have proved difficult to traverse, and some of Henry's troops are straggling. Your old army has just been disbanded. For the next battle, you'll have a new army of 13, 15 points. So I only have one option here, and that's to fight a battle. I'm a little strung out, but I have reinforcements on the way. So, yeah, now we're going to fight the Welsh. The Welsh are tough. They're tough. You saw the Welsh infantrymen we had up on that hill in that battle we just completed. They're medium infantry troops, and they stack 16 figures. They have 3 ranks of 4, which means there's more men per unit on the map, and that makes a difference. But the thing is, they're not heavies; they're only mediums, so they're at a disadvantage out in the open. But if you give them some kind of terrain advantage, like a height advantage, or you put them in a forest where medium infantry is not as bad as heavies, a swamp, someplace like that, then they are really, really powerful. And the other thing the Welsh have are the infamous Welsh longbows, and we'll get a closer look at them here in just a second. Let's go ahead and set up for this battle. Yeah, so the Welsh are tough. Welsh are not to be underestimated, especially on a map with a lot of terrain, and I think that's what we're going to be facing here. So, English versus North Welsh. It says a campaign battle. Our forces are divided. Hopefully our remaining units will arrive in time to turn the tide of battle, but we must hold on until they do. Following units are expected to arrive during battle. So I've got 7 units on the way, and they actually tell me what's on the way. Faster units should arrive sometime from turn 9 onward. So we just have to hold them off. And that's a good thing, because when you're fighting the Welsh are really strong if they're on the defensive, because they can just set up in the forest or the rough ground or something like that and make life miserable for you. So anyways, we get a new army here. Some of it's already been built. So we have 4 knights, 1 mounted crossbowman. I'm coming to appreciate mounted crossbowmen more and more, because I'm thinking, the problem with foot crossbowmen is that you have to put them someplace very clever, otherwise they're going to get meleeed and chopped to pieces by some melee unit. But if you put them on a horse, they become basically like a horse archer. They can just, if they get attacked by a melee unit, even a cavalry these guys can just scamper away. So I'm coming to appreciate the value of mounted crossbowmen more and more. We can recruit sergeants, light horse. We have option for those. We can get our own Welsh spearmen, presumably from the south of Wales. Armored spearmen are always welcome. Regular spearmen. We have these Galwegian foot. Now this is interesting. These are fierce Galwegian clansmen. These are warrior types. Okay, so they're considered kind of like medium infantry. but they're impact foot, so they're really good on the charge. You notice he's armed there with a javelin and a sword. So these guys are going to be like the old Roman infantry. They start by throwing a javelin and they charge in with their sword. They have a little shield there. So these are really good, really strong infantry units on a charge attack. Unlike, to contrast that with defensive spearmen, which are terrible attacking. These guys that can actually attack and defend. Although, as you can see, they're lightly protected. So again, these would be good for bad terrain. These are actually considered medium infantry. I got some Irish kerns, which are medium foot. So I guess these would be stuff we could put in the forest. Raw spearmen, and we can recruit one Welsh longbowman. This is a very powerful massed archer unit because they have the longbow. So we can get more crossbowmen, archers. I don't know how useful crossbowmen are going to be here because the Welsh are not generally well-armored troops. Crossbowmen are really good against shooting at armored targets, but then they have a slow rate of fire, which makes them inferior to a regular bow against unarmored targets. We have archers, light archers. So there's our army. Let's take a look at the terrain before we start buying things. This looks like a giant mountain here. This is definitely Wales we're in. We see a gigantic mountain range here. Oh yeah, let's set up a unit here. What a great idea. Let's do that. We'll set up our army here. They'll never be able to attack us. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know how we're going to do this mountain. Hey, there's Dunkable. How you doing? Good to see you. And then, yeah, the mountain goes all the way to the edge of the map, it looks like, so. There's no point in setting up here unless the idea is to hide from the Welsh. How'd you get beta? They gave it to me. Unsolicited, which was very nice of them. I'm super happy about that. Actually, it's not technically a beta copy though. It's actually a pre-release copy that they give out to game reviewers and things like that. And it doesn't feel like a beta. It actually feels really, really stable and solid. It's not beta-ish at all. It looks like a final release version. It's in great shape. How do you know them? Oh, I've done a bunch of other games for them too. I'm actually a playtester for a lot of their games, like Shadow Empire and things like that. So I kind of know them. I kind of know them mostly through being a playtester of some of their other games. I'm not a playtester for this game though. Not a playtester for this game. But I have been a playtester for Field of Glory Empires, which was the strategic game that went along with Field of Glory 2. So I have been doing that. And I was a big playtester for that. In fact, if you recall, I actually wrote the Steam guide for one of the Steam guides for Field of Glory Empires. So I know people at Slytherin, yes, because of that association. So, anywho's, what are we going to do here? So it looks like we got half the map is basically blocked off by a mountain range. So that means our forces are going to be on this side, apparently. Yeah, this is Wales here. So what are we starting here? We're going to our starting line appears to be here. Yeah, this is actually not a bad map. We could actually, if we're going to be on the defensive, we just make a line here. Put some medium infantry in these forests, high ground forests. And then maybe put some light troops in these, on this hill over here in the rough ground up on top of the hill. And see if we can hold off the Welsh. Yeah, this is actually not a bad place. So let's consider that. So let's pick up, we need 3 medium infantry here. So let's pick up, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up our own Welsh spearmen. We've got 1 already, we can get 2 more. Right, so then these guys will probably hold this forest. I'm going to stick spearmen here. Maybe put a spearman here. And then we need some more light troops. Oops, hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. That's not high ground. This is... I'm looking at the slope the wrong way. So this is high ground. Yeah. I still think we should start the line here, though. Well, we could start it here, but now this is better. Put a line here. We'll anchor it on that mountain. Oh, I guess you can get in this little valley. I guess it is possible. No, that's impassable. No, it's not. Do they even let you set up there? No. Oh, it's all impassable. Never mind. It looks like it's passable, but it's not. That would be funny. So yeah, okay. So the hill is this is a ridge line basically. Now I see. That could be okay. There's an issue here then, because what could happen is if I don't hold this ridge line, then what he could do is he could put his Welsh longbowmen up here, his infantry in front, and then constantly shoot at me. That's another problem. So we have to consider that as well. So it might be better just to put some infantry in these forests and then plan on advancing onto the ridgeline and trying to defend the ridgeline. Because if we give him the high ground, then his archers could rain death upon us. That's no fun. That's no fun. All right, let's go ahead and get some more spearmen then. We'll get the armored ones. Well, I got a lot of raw spearmen already. We're supposed to start with a Welsh spearman. Where is he? I mean, oh, maybe he's one of these guys. No, we bought these guys. Those are the two we bought. Where's our starting Welsh spearman? We're supposed to have 4 knights and sergeants. We're supposed to have 1 mounted crossbow. Where is he? I don't see him. Maybe they're hiding somewhere, but I'm supposed to have those. Let's see, what else are we gonna get here? Yeah, I think the best strategy here is to try to push up to this line here. So we'll need a couple of medium troops to occupy these rough grounds. So maybe we just go with the Welsh. And that should be sufficient. We'll go with... it's tempting, though, to get these Galwegian foot, though. These kind of look interesting. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But let's get a bunch of spearmen. Yeah, and then I need light troops. We need light troops for this hill. So let's get the light archers. I'll get the Welsh longbowmen. We'll stick them up there, maybe 2. So they're all going to go on this flank. Give me another light horse. gives me 131 points left. Oh, I know where these troops are. These are our reinforcement troops. They're not on the. That's why we don't see them. They're our reinforcement troops. Now I understand. Now it makes sense. Okay, give me another knight and sergeant. It gives me 57 points. Get an Irish Kern. Yeah, I'll get another raw spearman. Actually, you know what? Let's get a Galwegian foot and a raw spearman. Okay, cool. That should do it. We actually spent our points down to the penny. I get one more general to add. All right. So yeah, that's the plan. We need to advance a little bit. We're going to keep using this mountain as a flank guard, but yeah, we'll probably put the line here. So let's plan that accordingly. So I would like an armored spearman here. So you're going to go to there. I want a medium troop here because you're probably going to be sitting in that. Yeah, we need a good medium troop there. So I'll put one of the Welsh there. And then let's get regular spearmen. You know what? Let's spread them out a bit. Let's try. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put the regular spearmen, or we're going to interspace them with the raw spearmen. We don't want too many. That way, they're I'm hoping they'll be less apt to chain panic if we have better quality spearmen interlaced. Because if you put all your crappy troops in one big clump, then if one of them panics, then they all tend to chain panic. So I'm trying to spread them out so that doesn't happen maybe so much. Put another armored spearman here on this flank. The Welsh, we'll put another light troop there. We'll put the Welsh in here so they can go grab that rough terrain. Right, now our archers are going to run up and grab that hill, so let's put them over here. I can already put these guys up there. Put our light cavalry up there too. I'm not quite sure what to do with the knights yet. The Galwegian foot I'm going to keep in reserve, probably back here. Spearmen. So I have some extra spearmen, which is good. Let's keep these behind the line as reserves. Actually, maybe put one here so you can extend the line as need be. Yeah, let's put these guys over here. Let's just extend the line. Well, I'll put one here as a reserve. So we have a few reserves, and then the cavalry we're just all going to put on the flank. Except for King Henry. King Henry will keep in the center. Maybe you on the flank. I'm going to give you these guys here. Attach you to there. Alright, so you can come out around this way if help out on the flank. I'm going to keep King Henry on in the center left here as a reserve. So that's going to be the plan. We're going to try to hold a line maybe right along here and see if we can hold out till the reinforcements arrive. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, now let's see here. So we have you on the Welsh. So we need another general. Let's put another general on these Welsh. And then he'll be the left side of the line. Let's go ahead and reattach these guys to him. Okay, and then you will command these troops. Let me check the command radius of you. Yeah, that's fine. And that's okay. That'll be fine. Right, so we have a left side of the line, a right side of the line. King Henry, and then I have a flanking force under Roland de Bohun here over here, which will kind of go up here, and then these guys are just going to skirmish and try to hold this rough ground. And I'm sending another Welsh longbow up there as well. Although I'm a little worried, I'm not sure if we'll be able to hold that hill. You know what? We really should. Yeah, because I'm thinking he's going to send a strong force up to take this hill. I'm not sure how long these light troops can hold. It might not be a bad idea. Let's switch you to here. I'll put you here. Yeah, we'll just keep those guys there. So this Galwegian foot, the idea is we'll send him up to the hill too, where he'll be able to thrive up in that rough terrain, I believe, being that they're warriors. All right. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's see if we can hold off this Welsh onslaught until our reinforcements arrive. Okay, there's the Welsh. We don't see a lot of them because the ridgeline is in the way. Right, let's move you up straight away. Oh, hold on, you got the Galwegians. Oh, the Galwegian. Oh, yeah, I should have reattached the Galwegians to this flank. Oh, well. Okay, we'll have to move these individually. That's all right. Yeah, there's quite a lot of Welsh coming at us. the Welsh longbowmen. Galwegians. Alright, let's position these guys. I guess I was a little too worried about this hill. I needn't have worried. They're all over on this flank. I guess they didn't notice this mountain in the way. It must have escaped their notice. There's the Welsh longbowmen. I gotta watch out for those Ostmen. What the hell? Ostmen. Heavy weapon. It looks like he's got a big honkin' two-handed axe, no shield. And then a medium sword, too, as a backup. Undrilled heavy foot. Protected armor. So the guy's got a lot of armor. I think this is, these are Vikings. These are probably Vikings somewhere in the east that are settled in Wales. These are some Viking remnants that are being employed by the Welsh here. There's the commander-in-chief, Owen Griffith. I don't see that many longbowmen, just this one. Light javelinman. Yeah, I only see one Welsh longbowman, which is interesting. Although there might be some hiding, because we can't see entirely everything on this hilltop. Send you out scouting. Alright, so I guess these armored spearmen really need to hold their ground. Otherwise we'll have a problem. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they do. Yeah, because there's a lot of pressure here. Alright, in turn. These archers are going to be really, these javelinmen, light longbowmen, these guys are going to be really annoying, I can guarantee it. But probably the best thing is not to get rattled, and just let them expend their ammunition. You know, I hate to advance, you know why? Because I'd rather... Yeah, because then he can attack me from there. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're gonna hold that rocky ground with the Welsh. That rocky ground with the Welsh. You should probably just move up a little bit. Tell you what, let's move these Galwegian into this forest. The Welsh longbowmen to... Well, I don't know. It doesn't look like he's at all interested in my hill here. Looks like he's all coming at the center. So maybe put the Welshmen in the wood, the longbowmen in the woods. try to get the cavalry through here. Yeah, now I kind of wish these light troops were over here so I could use them to chase these guys off, but they're way out of position for that now. I thought for sure he'd make a stronger push on this flank. The only thing I can think of, the AI didn't realize this mountain existed. They set up not realizing that half the map was unusable. Could be. Well, you know what? I should probably take these spearmen and move them back this way then, because they look like they're unnecessary. These guys, yeah. The cavalry can kind of move to envelop. I only have 2, though. All I gotta do is hold this line for a few turns, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, end turn. Now the other problem with the Welsh is I think they're also impact foot. Yeah, offensive spearmen, I should say. So they, if they get lucky on their initial charge, they can break a spear line pretty nicely. If they don't break the spear line, then the spearmen have an advantage. But if they do get a disruption, then the spearmen are pretty much toast. And that is a clear possibility. Alright, so I got these knights here to take care of any breakthroughs, though. Alright, let's move the Galwegian foot to here. I'm going to move, well, shoot. Move these spearmen back this direction. So I'm no longer convinced they're needed over here. Yeah, these armored spearmen are going to have a tough time of it. Not only going to get it peppered by arrows in the meantime here, but they can be attacked from 2 hexes. Yeah, that's height 100. That's height 25. Ugh. Let's transfer the commander to him. Because yeah, where I'm at, this is where it's going to be the problem. This unit right here, because he's right on the end of the line. He's got a mountain partly protecting him, but it's not going to be, possibly not enough. I could back up, though. Yeah, I could back up. And then this guy would become the pivot. Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Let's back up one. And then I'm going to move the leader back to here. And so, yeah, I'd rather have these guys. These guys are tough. These Welsh are tough. And they're in excellent terrain, so I feel much better having these guys handle the pressure than these guys. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, that's interesting. Fill back. Now, our raw spearmen are going to have some problems. I can tell you right now. They're not going to handle these charges very well. Leader here to here. Let's transfer this general back to here. Could transfer King Henry to one of these raw spearmen to bolster them a bit. Let's have some javelin on javelin action here. Let's move King Henry to here. And I'm going to turn this way. So if these guys get pushed back, maybe we can then counter with a flank attack, something like that. And being here prevents these guys, these raw spearmen, from falling back. And then these spearmen, let's turn them this way so they can deal with any breaks on that flank. And these guys, let's start scurrying them back. Yeah, it's going to be slow going through this forest. It's probably the quickest way, though. Might as well get these guys off the hill. There's no action up here. There might be later, but there's not. Certainly isn't any right now. He is sending one unit of Welsh over here, but what are they going to do? Alright, so I'm seeing some charges coming next turn over here, but I think we'll hopefully be ready for them. Right, so if this guy gets pushed back, this guy can immediately move to flank. Alright, here we go. Okay, not too bad. he was only slightly advanced. Oh my goodness, that's good news. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Welsh spearmen on the charge were only slightly advantaged versus raw spearmen. So we were able to get a draw there. So that's actually good. Although, because there are more Welsh in a unit than there are English, subsequent rounds might not go as well. Because that's the thing about the Welsh. Even though, but here's the other thing. We're in the open and it's heavy versus medium. So that should cancel out. But we'll see. Okay, again, we got a indecisive result, which is actually quite awesome. I don't see any downside to charging here because I can't go very far. And I can always drop back. Hey, Maceth, is this sponsored? No, it's not no, it's not sponsored. No, but they did give me a review copy. But other than that, they haven't given me anything. Let me see. Yeah, let's go ahead and harass these guys. Here's my Welsh bowman. What happened to Shadow Empire? We're taking a small break from Shadow Empire, but not a long one. I want to continue our campaign probably on Friday. But we played this Field of Glory Medieval. We played this on Monday, and we had such a tremendously good time that I said, okay. And we were in the middle. We had to quit in the middle, right in the middle of a really amazing battle. So I said, okay, guys, here's the deal. We're gonna finish this battle on Wednesday, which is today, and then we'll get back to Shadow Empire probably on Friday. You gave up on Shadow Empire? It's tough. It's tough. We're gonna get back to it though here. Yeah, like I said on Friday, because I want to keep. We want to finish our Shadow Empire campaign. Yeah, it's been. You know what? This has been a good year for 4X games. There's been a lot of interesting 4X games that have come out. There's been a lot of competition in that department. Yeah, Planetfall. You know what I've been playing off stream? I've been playing Age of Wonders 3. I've been playing that because that's been in my library for a while, and I finally said to myself, I should finally start playing that. It's so much fun. It's really good. If you see Age of Wonders 3 on sale, which is very likely because it's a 6-year-old game, I would definitely pick. If you like Planetfall, then you'll absolutely like Age of Wonders 3. It's Planetfall, but it's the original, and it's set in, fantasy themed rather than space themed. And it's good. It's good. Let me tell you. You'll instantly recognize the combat system. Alright, let's start moving up our guys for some flanky flanks. Maybe not gonna... don't get too impetuous. Don't need to go that far. Let's move the Galwegans to the rough ground. Yeah, don't get too Gracie, guys. Take it easy, partner. Don't get too worked up. I'm just going to keep those guys there. Let's see how our raw spearmen do in regular combat. Ooh, slightly disadvantaged, but not terrible. We should be able to get a flank next turn, though. That'll help. In fact, if I want to be sneaky, we can move this guy up for a flank. Let's see if we survive this impact. Okay, we did. Good. Yeah, let's move up for another flanky flank. Which he could block maybe by going there, though. Now, let's see what he does. So we set up the flanky flank. Oh no, you're... Okay. Oh, that's right, I charged. I forgot I charged with him. I was wondering, hey, why can't he move? It's because he charged. Can you move 2 blocks and push with the knights through the center? I was just looking at that. Apparently, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. No, you're right, I can. And actually, that's not a terrible attack. I'm not going to do it, though, and the reason I'm not going to do it is because I have a flank set up, a sure flank set up for next turn. And if I attack him and I win, and he decides to retreat, that screws up my flank attack, and I want my flank attack. So I'm not going to do it for reasons. But it's possible. It's definitely something to consider. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I have plans. I have plans for these guys. So here's my regular spearmen. Yeah, they would be absolutely cannot charge. Up to there to back them up. Alright, I guess that's it for turn 6. Form square. That's interesting. Okay, that was indecisive again. We're going to get the flank. Oh, he took a 20 but survived his morale check. Yeah, I know. They set up all these units here, but unfortunately for them, there's this gigantic mountain on my left, which is sort of interfering with that idea. Who went into a square? Somebody went into a square. Which one of them did that crazy thing? In square, these guys. I wonder why they did that. It's not like there's cavalry anywhere nearby. So if I were to attack him, yeah, I would have a long-term edge in combat, but that's an interesting maneuver. Oh shit, I need to move this guy back, but I can't because he turned to face me. Alright, let's do the flank. Right here. Oh, we broke him. Son of a gun. And then let's do the flank here. He breaks. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, these are good results. Let's turn to face this way, then maybe we can back up next turn. I'd like to charge this horseman and get rid of him, because that lets me get all up on this guy. Interesting, he held his ground. I was hoping he would flee, because I want him out of my way. Yeah, now my Galwegian can't get onto his flank because these guys are still in the way. And my bowman can't do anything too. So that's unfortunate that he stayed and fought. I was hoping to clear them out of the way so I could shoot arrows at these guys and set up for a flank on these guys, but those stupid javelins did refuse to cooperate. Yeah, that's not going to go well. I could move my knights up though. Could do that. Shoot him in the back. Might as well move the Galwegians this way. Yeah, can't shoot with my longbows. Sad face. Yeah, this battle's not going at all as I thought it would. Didn't expect to be defending so far forward. Why are the question marks in the forest? Because units can hide in the forest. So the question marks are there to remind you that there could be enemies lurking in ambush. Well, man, you're doing great. You're doing great. If these guys charge here, these guys are set up to flank unless these guys go in, and then but we have these guys that can flank these guys. So yeah, this is actually looking really good. The problem for him is half his army is over here uselessly doing nothing. That's attacking a mountain. That's been his. He had a very poor setup, setting them all up on my left. So that's why this is going so well. Although if this armored spearman breaks, then we could have a problem. And he's been getting pelted by javelins and arrows. And I haven't had any ranged units back here to deal with that, so. What are they down to? 205 and 235. They're still okay, but they can't take unlimited missile fire forever. Okay, there's a charge there. Roughly equal terms, my goodness. Versus a spearman, right. And we should be able to set up a flank on him soon. Okay, they hit me in the side, but it wasn't a flank. These guys can turn and flank, hopefully. Leave square. Yeah, why were you even in a square to begin with? Ah, that stupid javelin horse. Which are the best range units for shooting right before your front line crossbows? Crossbows are great, are pretty good against armored targets. They're better than regular bows against armored targets, but they have a slower rate of fire, which means the regular bows, like longbows, are much better against unarmored targets. The tricky thing about yeah, and then there's javelins too. Javelins, but those only have a range of 1. There's also slingers in the game too. Okay, I'm gonna try to back up. That should limit my exposure a little bit. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I can charge his javelins. I'm gonna lose, really? Damn it. How about if I charge the flank? That's a little better. How about I do this? Goodness gracious, these javelin men are madmen. Look at that. Oh, armored knights? No biggie. I'll just hold firm. Yeah, let's go for the flank charge. We gotta get rid of them. They're holding up my whole line. Damn him. Alright, send in the infantry. Goodness gracious. Well, he is disrupted at least. How are we doing here? This is gonna even Steven battle. also even. Alright, I'm going to turn to set up a flank. The problem is he can easily block it. Well, maybe he can't, because if he takes this guy, moves him into here, he needs to also have movement to face me. Otherwise, he won't be able to block the flank. So we might be able to flank this guy next turn. It's possible. I don't want to do that. These guys over here, keep moving these guys. Bowman. Let's start moving him over here, I guess. The Galwegans to here. Maybe we could put him in this rough terrain. Or put the archers there, even. That's also possible. Face him this way. Go ahead and back up with the knights. Alright, so far so good. Now, starting at start of turn 9, we should start seeing the possibility of reinforcements. Charge on the Welsh, indecisive. They were slightly disadvantaged. We have a leader there. Oh, it was roughly equal versus our spearmen, but we lost, but we passed the morale check. It was indecisive. Yeah, he's definitely having a force allocation problem. A lot of his army is, like, useless right now. Oh no! One of my guys just got disrupted. One of our spearmen. Our defensive spearmen. That's indecisive. Now his javelin horse, see if we can finally get rid of them. Now they're gonna fight to the last javelin horse. They auto-broke. God. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if the armored spearmen could have gone forward to set up a flank, but they were not. It's not to be. But they're set up for a flank next turn. Here's a flank. He didn't block the flank. I'm surprised. He could have. I guess he didn't want to. He broke. He broke, saving these guys who have fragmented. Okay, let's move the Galwegans into the rough. Move these guys up so these guys will be less under pressure. I could send the knights charging in, but I need to be careful. Yeah, you always have to be careful with knights, because if they win, they could be off to the races. And I could have a knight unit pursuing a unit to, oh, I don't know, say about here. And then just getting surrounded by guys in green. Not a pleasant thing. What I could do, though, instead is just go here with the knights and set up a flank. Let's do this for favorable combat. Uh-oh. So they're going to go down. But we have reinforcements. We have backups. So that's good. Alright, meanwhile, this little scrum continues. This guy doesn't have this javelin. I don't think this javelin can retreat if I charge him. Although I will probably lose. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. Is keeping units alive at the end of this fight worth anything? It might be, because we're playing the campaign. So we're playing the campaign, right? So some scenarios do have a follow-up battle, in which case the units that do survive and gain experience will be useful, but then other times the campaign enters a lull period, in which case you have to recruit a whole new army. The army we're fighting with is a brand new army, because we were fighting fellow English last battle. Now we're in a completely new sub-campaign versus the Welsh, so we'll probably keep this army as long as we're fighting Welshmen. Because we are in a campaign battle. Okay, let's see how this battle goes. It's going to be even. Uh-oh. No, don't disrupt. Oh, we were about to get a flank. And then this battle, we have a big advantage because of the leader. And he falls back. Debating whether I should do this. It says I'm going to lose, though. I don't want to lose. I think I'm just going to sit here and take my punishment from the archers. I think it's better, the best option. And then I give oh yeah, fight here. No! Stop getting this. Oh, no! He pushed him back. Oh, I should have run that attack first before I moved these guys up. They would have been in a position to flank. Oh, but they fucked up. Oh, see, you always have to, you want to resolve these battles first in case that happens. See, now I have to turn these guys. But there's no guarantee these guys are going to survive because they've been disrupted. So, shit. Yeah, totally botched that. Well, let's see what we can do here. You're pursuing. I guess we'll send you archers this way. Those are Welsh longbowmen over there. charge. Indecisive. And that guy finally broke. Everybody holds firm. Now this is an important battle. Oh, he holds firm. We're going to get the flank. That was a critical. Here's the first of the reinforcements. So what do we have? We have a Welsh spearman, another knight and sergeant, and a light javelin. Coming to save the day. All right, let's flank these guys and save the situation on the right. That's a disrupt. And he breaks. And he breaks. So these, the attack by one single Welsh battalion has been beaten off. Yeah, it only took us 9 guys, but we did it. Meanwhile, we have another flank here with the knights. This is... Does the enemy receive reinforcements? Not this battle, no. Only us, only we do, because this campaign battle is it's an ambush on the march battle. So the whole goal for us is to stay alive until our reinforcements show up. Okay, let's do the flank here. This is actually be a good flank, because we're actually attacking downhill as well. Holds firm. I wonder if I send these guys in. Might as well. That's a draw. Takes the pressure off of these guys, though. So now they have a 14-1, 14% chance to get a morale check. These guys are tough. But they won't be holding out much longer, I predict. Not too much longer. This battle here, 10 to 15, I could attack, throw in my Galwegans on a charge. That's one thing they're good at doing, is charging. Yeah. Galwegan foot. Impact foot. Let's do it. Throws their javelins in, disrupts them. Good job, Galwegans. Let's move these well. Oh, these are the Welsh. Yeah, might as well move them up. Alright, now we do this battle. 56 now, up from 17. And he holds firm but falls back. What does disrupted mean? Okay, good question. If a unit is disrupted, that means that's the first time you fail a morale check, you become disrupted. And basically, you become a lot less combat effective. A lot. So a non-disrupted unit attacking a disrupted unit is probably going to have a huge advantage, unless it's, you know, peasants versus knights or something ridiculous like that. The next step up is red. If you're red, that means you're fragmented, and that's really bad. If you're fragmented, you have almost no combat ability whatsoever, and you're just one step away from routing. So yeah, red is really bad news. So yeah, disrupted is what happens to you if you lose a morale check. And your full strength. Now here's a problem. This guy here can now flank my knights. Now it's not gonna. Here's the thing. Every flank attack automatically drops you 1 level. So if you get flanked in this game, you automatically lose the morale check. So you'll go, well, actually, you automatically drop down 1 level. You don't lose the morale check. You drop down 1 level, and then you take a morale check. So you could actually go down 2 levels if you get flanked. Do they gain their morale back? Yes. Yes. Every turn that a unit is sitting around doing nothing, it has a chance of gaining its morale back. But it has to be in a peaceful, calm situation, like behind the lines resting. Usually, although sometimes if you have a leader attached, or if it gets really lucky, it might get a morale. It might suddenly rally. But generally speaking, the best way to recover morale losses is by sitting in the back somewhere. And a leader helps. If you have a leader attached to the unit, it can help rally. Now, these Welsh could flank my knights, King Henry. But because it's infantry versus cavalry, we don't have the automatic level drop. We might have a morale check, but we won't have the automatic flank drop. But still, it's worrisome that they can do that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. What I can do is attack here, but that's a terrible option. And the other thing I can do is move this guy to here. Since he's facing these guys, then these guys won't be able to flank the cavalry, because he's going to project a zone of control into this hex by facing him. So I can do that. I could also turn these guys, but they can't move. So we're going to move our raw spearmen up here to zone of control these guys and keep King Henry from getting flanked. Actually, I made a mistake. Let me undo that. The mistake I made was I forgot I had these Welsh longbowmen here that can devastate them. That's what I forgot. Let me do that first. Alright, so kill 14. Now you can move in. Yeah, see, these guys are disrupted, so what I'm going to do with these guys is have them sit and do nothing, and hopefully later in the battle they can rally. Because right now they're not very combat effective. Oh boy, these guys can move again. Yeah, let's keep shooting at these longbowmen. Why did I shoot before sending him in? Because line of sight. If these guys were to shoot now, they wouldn't be able to, because these guys are blocking. Because yeah, that's how arrow fire is. You kind of have to have a line of sight. The exception would be if I were on high ground. If I was on a little bit of an elevation advantage, then I could shoot over my own guys. But without that elevation advantage, I can't. I'm just going to keep shooting at these longbowmen. Yeah, see, here's a case where looks like these guys are blocking. Even I can't shoot over them, apparently. These guys are still pursuing. Let's go ahead and send these guys around. Guess I'll just send my knights over here. Yeah, so we're basically rolling them up this way, which is a little surprising. Okay, in turn. he's actually pretty close to losing now. Hey, Chris Kraz. Will this be a DLC for Field of Glory? Is it going to be a standalone game? It's going to be a standalone game. Yes, in fact, there have been videos made by the designer on that question. And the fact of the matter is there's been enough changes to the engine where it's justified. Uh-oh, he broke me. He charged with his Welsh longbowman and broke one of my archers. Crazy. Why don't you use the reinforcements at the back? I did, I moved them up. That's the first, I did that at the start of the turn, moving them up. We got a fragment on one of his guys. But then he holds firm. So this guy is red. He's fragmented. He's about to break. More reinforcements have arrived. Yay. So I think that's the last of the reinforcements. Yeah, we have the mounted crossbowmen, the spearmen, the armored spearmen, and the archers. Yeah, the knights are can only go 3. They're pretty slow. They're fairly slow. They're like the king tigers, you know. They're slow. They're fast compared to infantry, but they're the slowest cavalry on the map. They only go 3. Like you can see, the light cavalry, the light javelin horse goes whizzing along at 5. The infantry goes at 2 generally. Unless it's like super light infantry. And these guys go basically at 4. These mounted crossbowmen. Okay, I think we're pretty close to winning this battle, believe it or not. We just need to break a couple more units of his, and he will be... Looks like... Uh-oh. No! We lost King Henry! No! Oh no, not King Henry! So this is going to cause morale checks up and down the line now, because the king has fallen. No! Oh no! But then, in revenge, this guy charges the fallen men, the men surrounding the fallen king, say, "Avenge the king!" And they immediately charge into the flank of these guys and break them. And actually, that was another enemy general, apparently. So now the Welsh are past the victory, the threshold now. So at the end of the turn, we should win. There's actually no more combat on the map. That's why you hear birds chirping. Yeah. Oh boy, these are our guys that are fragmented. They were about to lose. Yeah, they're fragmented because they saw the king die. So they're really shaky right now. Let's move you up. Right, we don't want to do anything risky right now because we're actually going to win on victory score here. So let's play it cool and play defensively here for the remaining turn. I know. We had the victory in our grasp, and the king decided to be rash. Oh no. And he has fallen. He might only be wounded, though. We'll have to wait and see. He might survive with just minor wounds. Anyway, here's some Welsh bowmen we need to deal with. I can't see them with those. Right, let's just pepper them with these light archers. And then I'm going to charge them with these armored spearmen, I think. They'll probably run away, which is fine. Nope, they don't. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, let's move these knights up a bit. Turn this way so we could flank those archers if we want. Next turn. Although I don't believe there's going to be a next turn. I think we've got this battle in the bag. But, oh, poor King Henry. Oh, no. Kings don't grow on trees, you know, guys. I don't know. I don't know who's next in the line of succession here in England, but we'll find out. Let's move up the reinforcements. Oh, we already did. Okay, never mind. We did it. Alright, end turn. But we're at the victory threshold. We just have to survive this one turn. A lot of Welsh dispersing. Alright, got a disruption there. Or a fragment. Sometimes they drop 2 levels. Wait, that should be it, right? Haven't we won? Oh. That's interesting. We should be winning the game here. I'm surprised. I thought we would have won the game here. Won the scenario anyway. Well, let's just rout this guy. Yeah, we should have gotten the victory here. I'm very puzzled about this. Unless it's at the end of my turn for some reason. Yeah, well. Oh, that was a mistake. Don't cancel that. Yeah, I don't want to face him because then he could attack me. I could attack him in the flank here. It should be... Nah, not worth it. There's his commander-in-chief there. He's on these noble cavalry. Let's go ahead and attack this disrupted unit. Those are his Osman. Here. There's our reinforcements. You don't really seem to need them, but they're here. Okay. Yeah, see, there's a rally you just saw right there. There we go. It got the victory got delayed for a turn. I don't know why, but that's fine. A victory is a victory. And let's see what the final butcher's bill here is. Well, we lost 470 men, including 1 monarch, and they lost 2,824. So yeah, it depends on how you interpret this victory.